Hello guys, this is the latest development of our company for Indian Railways. This product is known as continuous rail thermometer, which is used to monitor and log rail temperature for the entire day. It can log up to 30 days of continuous data. This data can be used to ascertain the effects of weather on the railway line. This unit comprises of three subunits. One is this power bank, which is a battery backed unit, which provides the required power for the device. This is the main device or the electronic display unit, which comprises of a single board computer and a touchscreen display along with the sensor interface. This is the main sensor. This is a factory calibrated digital sensor along with aluminum block and neodymium magnets, which we can place on the railway line to fix it on the railway line and monitor the temperature. Now we will demonstrate the operation of this unit. This is the power bank of this system. This provides the required power to the electronic and display unit. This comprises a 12 volt 18 ampere hour battery, lithium ion battery, and it has in front three cutouts. First is the USB socket through which we can derive the 5 volt 3 ampere power to the electronic display unit. Second is the on off button, which is used to turn on and off this device. And third is the battery status indicator, which displays the current state of charge of the battery. Now I'll demonstrate this unit by turning on the power. As soon as I'll turn on the power, the USB socket is powered. You can drive power from that socket. Along also it is showing the status of the battery, charge status of the battery. Now I'll turn this device to the side. Now in the side you can see there is a charging connector through which you can connect a 12.6 volt 3 ampere charger to this device to charge the batteries. Also there is a red LED indicator which will show you that charger is connected properly and powered. Now as we can see, the default software interface has propped up and it is displaying the current temperature along with the current date and time and other parameters. Now we will demonstrate all the options of this software. As you can see, it is showing that it is continuous rail thermometer. Also it is displaying the today's date, which is December 7th 2023, along with time, which is 8:07 p.m. Also it is displaying today's minimum temperature, which was 22.30 degrees Celsius at 2:55 p.m. It is showing today's maximum temperature, which was 31.90 degrees Celsius at 2:55 p.m. and it is showing the current sensor temperature, which is 25.7 degrees Celsius. Along with this, it is showing a status of the unit, which is currently it is showing that it is recording. If the sensor will be connected properly to this unit, it will show this status that it is currently logging the temperature. And if the sensor will not be properly connected to this unit, this will show not recording and it will generate an alarm. So we will demonstrate two things on this screen. One, I'll remove the sensor and we'll see that this interface status goes from recording to not recording, and it will also generate an audio alarm. Second thing that we'll demonstrate is that we'll manually raise the temperature of the sensor and we'll see that current temperature rises or not. So first I'll remove the sensor and we'll see whether this recording interface goes to non-recording and alarm is generated. So I am removing the sensor from the back of this unit. Remove the sensor. Now as you can see, if the sensor was removed, so the status has changed to not recording. Also it has generated an audio alarm that check the connection to the main program or contact administrator. So I can silence this alarm by clicking OK. So audio alarm will go, but the status will persistently be not recording until unless the sensor is reconnected again. So now what I'll do is I'll reconnect the sensor to this unit. And as soon as I'll reconnect the sensor, status will again change to recording. Now next thing that we are going to do is we are going to manually raise the temperature of this unit. Now I am rubbing this temperature sensor, and as soon as when I'll keep on rubbing this temperature, the temperature of this unit will, as you can see, the current temperature is rising as I am rubbing the sensor. So This demonstrates that current temperature is recording. It is recording the current temperature of the sensor. Apart from this, there is an option to go to dashboard. Now it will ask for user password. I'll enter the user password, which is hello. And I'll click on submit. Then it will come to the main menu through which we can set the major 6 parameters. One is show temperature, which will get us back to the default home screen. Then other option is set date and time, which is used to set current date and time for this unit. Then there is an option for set sensor unit parameters. This is used to set the railway name along with division name and station name. Also, in this option, we can set the minima and maxima temperature on which alarms will be generated. Then the fourth option is display and transfer data, which is used to display the temperature log, the log of temperature that has been accumulated, and if required, that log can be transferred to a USB pen drive. Then the fifth option is delete all recorded data. If you want to start afresh and delete all the logs, you can go for this option. And the sixth and the last option is AnyDesk details. In case of any breakdown or configuration requirements in software, you can always give this unit on remote to our maintenance engineer on AnyDesk. Now we will explore all these options one by one. First option is show temperature, which will send us back to the default screen. Next option is set date and time, which is used to set date and time of this unit. I'll show the operation of this option. Now as soon as I'll click on set date and time, it is showing me the current set date and time along with the date picker option. Once I'll click on the date picker option, it is showing a calendar interface through which I can select any date, like today is 7th of December 2023, that I can select. Then there is a time interface through which I can select the time, like 8:18 p.m. Once I'll click on submit, it will show that time has been set successfully. And I can always say back, and it will send me back to the dashboard. Now the third option is set sensor unit parameters. This option is used to set the railway name, division name, and the station name of this unit. Supposingly, it is showing the last set parameters, that the railway name was set to WCR, division name was set to quota, station name was set to quota, maximum temperature was set to 70 degrees Celsius, and minimum temperature was set to minus 20 degrees Celsius. If we want to change these parameters, we can change, like we can demonstrate by changing the WCR to NWR. Similarly, we can change the station name from quota to division name from quota to JP. Also, we can change the station name from quota to JP. Similarly, we can set the maximum temperature in say 68 degrees Celsius, and in minimum temperature, instead of minus 20, I can say minus 15 degrees Celsius. And as soon as I'll submit, so these parameters will get recorded in the memory. And if I again open set sensor unit parameters, now the parameters that I had set currently are displayed: NWR, Jaipur division, Jaipur station, and maximum and minimum temperatures of 68 degree and minus 15 degree respectively. Now we will display the fourth option, which is display and transfer data. As soon as I'll click on this option, the sub option has been opened, display and transfer data. First it is asking enter time interval, the time interval of which the sensor data is required. It is required in 1 minute interval, 2 minute interval, 5 minute interval. Default is 5 minutes, but I'll select it from a drop down, and I'll select, like we can say 5 minutes is fine. Then it is saying start time, from when so today's date is there. I can pick today's date from the date picker. It is showing November, I'll do it December. And regarding the time, I'll do that it can show me records from 6:20 p.m. till I'll again change the date here to today's date, which is 17th of December to and current time. And as soon as I'll submit, it will populate the entire record. As you can see, it has populated the entire records. First, it is showing the railway name, which is Northwestern Railways. Then it is showing the division name, which is JP division for Jaipur division. Then it is showing the station name, which is Jaipur station. Now, first row is the division and the station name. Then from the second row is the temperature data log. As you can see, it is showing 7th December 2023, 3 p.m. The temperature was 31.4 degrees Celsius. Then at 4:55, it was 26.4. And as soon as you will scroll down, it will show you early maxima and minima and absolute maxima and minima of this temperature. Also, if required, we can transfer this data to a pen drive. Here you can rename the name of the file given to the pen drive, and you can click on transfer to transfer this data to the pen drive. Now we'll go back to our main menu. Fifth option is delete all recorded data. If you want to test this, it will ask for a master password. It is asking for the master password. If you will enter the master password, this button will be highlighted and you can delete all the recorded data. Currently, I do not want to do that, so I'll click on back and I'll again come to the main dashboard. Now, the sixth and the last option is the AnyDesk details. I'll demonstrate that. If I'll click on AnyDesk details and I'll say click here. So, what it will do, it will populate the AnyDesk ID and status of this device. So, this device is currently not connected to Wi-Fi, so it is showing offline and it is populated the AnyDesk ID. If this device was connected to Wi-Fi, it would have shown online and you could have taken this device on remote. Again, I'll go back to the main menu. Now, I'll show the first option, which is going to the default option, and we'll end with this demonstration and saying show temperature. Once I'm clicking on show temperature, it has came back to the original default home screen, and this is the entire operation. Now we'll go back to our original screen. I'll click on set show temperature, and likewise we have came back to our original home screen. Thank you.